When a person is on the verge of the immigration, he does not know what thing to take with him, especially when Iran and United States have not had a relationship for many years. I think I should take the memories of the plant of my land to America, because just as the ocean water is rising bit by bit in New York and Florida, the vegetation and gardens of Iran are also moving toward the dry land of the desert. And this inverse relationship has happened because of global warming. In Persian language, desert has different meaning. If there are only few steppe shrubs, there is become Sahara. If it only has series of dry cactus, it can be desert. And if nothing can live in it, become a Kavir. Kavir used the bases, but now there are several thousand of hectares of fire. They produce the most heat in the world. But only some special plant can live next to it. But which plant?
Pistachios.
Pistachios. Pistachio.
Pistachios.
Pistachio. For plants, everything starts from spring. Spring with trees on which the sunlight slowly shines, and the numbness of the cold of a winter will be removed from them. Spring has arrived. So that the trees are fertile again, and bring out the flowers from the lifeless branches of winter. And the leaves show their greenness with all their being. Spring is slowly coming, and for pistachio gardens, spring is the hope to start moving. The male plant throws its male pollen in the air to fertilize the pistachio spring winds. Pistachio babies are born, and every baby is the beginning of a beginning. Start a friendship. Some believe that the introduction of this plant to America dates back to Grover Cleveland's presidency. When the first Iranian, Hossein Kholi Khan, set foot in America, Hossein Kholi Khan, also known as Hajj Washington. He was the first Iranian minister and ambassador in Washington. Spring continues and plants wear their green clothes. Pistachio babies need food which they sometimes get through their leaves. Calcium is like mother's milk for the pistachio plant and the pistachio baby.
کلسیم وقتی پسته‌هامون حالت نخود یا لوبیایی شد باید استفاده بکنیم.
They want calcium to raise their little children in their arms. For a baby pistachio plant, calcium is the same as mother's milk.
سال 35 ساله من دارم کشاورزی میکنم. اولش اینجا زمینای ناهموار متروکه رودخانه بود. اومدیم چندین سال زراعت هندونه و خربزه کاشتیم تا اینکه تقریبا 20 سال جلوتر شروع کردیم به باغ پسته. انشالله که یه باغی باشه برای نسل‌های بعدی.
These seeds will keep the edge of the kavir green in the following years, so that the earth is a home for everyone and livable. Maybe these trees have the solution to the global warming problem in their leaves.
Almost 75% of the gardens and vegetation in the central and mountainous and relatively dry regions of Asia and the Middle East are in danger of being destroyed and becoming dry deserts.
If these areas become dry deserts, global warming will increase exponentially.
This means polar ice will melt exponentially.
The ocean waters will cover the port cities of the world more quickly.
Intensification means that instead of a few meters of seawater rising every year, we will see an increase of several kilometers of seawater in 1 year.
The desert warms the earth more than anything else.
The water bankruptcy of some parts of the world means the soil bankruptcy of other parts of the world.
The water bankruptcy of some parts of the world means the soil bankruptcy of other parts of the planet.
The water bankruptcy of some parts of the world means that soil bankruptcy of other parts of the planet.
کلا قصه‌ای که انتخاب کردیم ما خودمون به خاطر حال می‌کردیم که مثلا لذت می‌بردیم آب به درختی برسه اومدیم توی کار. ما خودمون اومدیم مسئول کردیم که همه درخت‌ها ما می‌تونیم 10 هکتارش سرخ خشک کنیم. از نظر برداشتی هم بهتر بتونیم برداشت کنیم. ببین چی میگه؟ چون عمر درخت پسته 300 ساله 70-80 ساله، یه زمانی که اصلا با خود یه دیم آبی هم اینقدر درخت ناور بشه 50 سال دیگه بتونه زنده بمونه حداقل گیاهش. کشاورزی این خود انسانه.
Summer comes from behind the mountains. pistachio trees look to the sky for rain. The sun is shining.
سری چیزی که ما همه دنیا نمیتونه انکار کنه گیاهه.
It is stated in Iranian myths. Ahura Mazda, protect Iran from three things: lies, drought, and war. Drought is more dangerous than war, and lies more dangerous than drought. Watering the plants in the dry season of summer is the biggest challenge of agriculture on the edge of the desert. The problem of global warming threatens about 75% of the Earth's average green resources. The phenomenon of desertification, which contributes the most to global warming, increases exponentially as the Kavir grows. This problem endangers the plants at the edge of the Kavir more than other plants, and as a result it causes water to rise in other parts of the world. The bankruptcy of water in some parts of the world means the bankruptcy of land in other parts of the world. The phenomenon of desertification has a 46% more dangerous effect on global warming compared to the effect of greenhouse gases. And these plants are the only protectors, the first line of battle. Perhaps they have the most important function. But these century-old heroes are in serious danger of drying up. Their drying means desertification.
بارندگی اوایل خیلی خوب بود. و متاسفانه بارون نومده و زحمت‌های مردم الان داره خشک میشه و به هدر میره. و مشکل اصلی اصل آبه. عمرمون باید نگاه آسمون کردیم. تا لحظه‌ای که زنده هستیم باید نگاه آسمون کنیم.
Plants have been regulating the Earth's temperature for millions of years without being paid.
Destruction of plants means the destruction of the homes and of all the people on Earth.
Plants are the most important and perhaps the only true superheroes of saving the Earth.
The cheapest and perhaps the best way to prevent this big disaster is to sweeten the seawater and transfer it to dry areas.
The desalination of water and transfer of light, fresh water is much easier than the dilution of oil and petroleum products.
The transfer of water vapor is much easier than the transfer of gas.
Humans have transported heavy oil for years and by consuming fossil fuels have warmed the Earth.
And now it's time for humans to use all their efforts to sweeten water and transfer those fresh waters.
Because the Earth is our only home.
De-desertification and preventing desertification is 86% more effective than other methods of solving the problem of global warming.
The ancient Iranians asked for rain from the sky by playing the daf.
I don't know what I do. I must somehow be able to be the voice of these trees. I have to try to ask the world to give them water. The earth is getting every hotter and hotter. The earth gets the faster these trees dry out and the faster ocean rise. The drying of these trees means the flooding of many important cities in the world. If the ocean is kind to the people of the port cities, the water will rise little by little. And what if it is not kind? Tsunami.
4-5 روز بعد از عید سرما یخبندون شد و تمام این خوشه های پسته سرما زد به یخ زده شو مثل چایی ریخت پایین و بار نداد.
پوسیدگی ریشه بهش میگن گموز. ما وقت ریشت زخم بشه و شرایط قارچی هم فراهم باشه چون اونجا نور نیست دیگه و آب هم بهش برسه، رطوبت کم یعنی مناسب باشه 100% میزنه و هیچ راهی نداره. شما مگری که بری پایین بکنی تو زمانی که دیدی خشک داره میشه مشخص هم نیست. برسی تا بخیری کار کنی یه کار گذشته. فهمیدی زندگی کردن باش این خود انسان بیا با خورد کنی.
Farmers use potassium silicate to protect plants against heat stroke. They also use potassium sulfate to feed plants better. because they include the important food of the pistachio plant. Drops of the solution refresh the organs of the plants. And clean the leaves from insects like psylli. Summer keeps getting hotter and hotter, and the pistachio trees try to stay green in the heat without water. They are the guardians of nature, German shepherds and Iranian shepherds. Two different breeds. They play. They fight. And they serve nature. They are constant partners of gardens and guardians of nature. They stay awake at night and sleep under green trees during the day. They may be the most loyal creatures to mankind. They guard only in exchange for food and love. They walk on the garden walls in the morning. They determine territory and do not allow others to enter their territory. The friendship between humans and dogs has a long history all over the world, just as people millions of kilometers away from Iran know pistachios.
ما وظیفمون تولیده و بازار پسته هم باید سیستم برنامه ریزی بکنه که متاسفانه قصر شلوغ غیر برنامه تولید به همه مسائل فرهنگی و سیاسی و برون مرزی خودش سرگرم کرده و به تولید متوجه اصلا به توجه به تولید نداره و ما هم نقشی نداریم.
Pistachio seeds are slowly ripening and ready to be harvested to be marketed. They have spent the hot summer and the time to harvest them is coming.
This story must end. The world need to understand this. That this small and delicious nuts are saving the world from desertification. We have to bring them water. transferring fresh water is the best possible solution. Treating some of the ocean water and transferring it to the edge of the Kavir. In this way, the whole world will be safe and no city will be a tsunami, and it stay green everywhere.
I mean, what I said before. Pistachios come from Iran, from other parts of the world where you have more or less authoritarian regimes that you also support through trade, and that you also support through commercial activities. So obviously, plants is not only linked to climate change or dependence between states, but it's also directly influencing and supporting authoritarianism around the world, authoritarian states, and the economy, the economical market, that the supply chains that work so heavily around the world are just making us more and more dependent on markets that should not belong here. We should grow our own stuff instead of importing everything, which also causes diseases, obviously. When we import plants or food from all over other parts, it's not only bad for supporting other countries through the markets, right?
Seasonal workers consider autumn in their calendar as pistachio harvesting season. Men and women pick the pistachios next to each other and put them in the car. The job of many Afghan and Pakistani refugees is harvesting pistachios in the fall. The pistachios are picked from the trees little by little, and cars full of pistachios go to the factory.
خسته نباشید. او پرسه سبکتر رو بگیر دست بهتره.
pistachios have now turned into colorful pistachio seeds. They are unloaded from the car and enter the washing process. They take out their summer shirts, and the colors of pistachios are revealed. They travel in a train and see heat. The broken seeds are separated. Then finally, their usual laughter is revealed. Laughter because they lived another year and saved the ecosystem from the danger of desertification. Pistachios sleep under the golden light of the sun to be supplied to world markets.
Global warming. So it's definitely an issue that's like real. It's definitely an issue that has impacts on a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. I think it's our responsibility as young people to do something about it. First, to educate people about the realities and the implications that come with global warming, but then also beyond that, to actually take action to try to bring change, to try to kind of shift the direction in which our Earth is kind of going towards, and also recognize the fact that different people are impacted in different ways. For example, low-income people in America, or a lot of minority groups like Black or Latinos in the United States are impacted a lot negatively in disproportionate manners in comparison to a lot of other communities who are in more wealthy neighborhoods. So we see how climate change and global warming can impact these people differently.
Stop fossil fuels production. Stop factory farming. Stop a lot of stuff that we're doing. I'm not really, just stop a lot of things that we're doing, pretty much the opposite of what we're doing. Because like this stage of capitalism isn't built for environmentalism and like trying to stop climate change. That's why we have climate changes, because of this global world order.
Honestly, I'm for that. We need more of them. we need more of them, especially in cities where we're having heat issues. You know, like say trees for the natural shade and carbon filtering. You know, block urban heat islands from taking hold. That I think would be a great first step to controlling temperatures in urban areas.
Most recent experience that I have with pistachios is I was actually in Greece this summer, and we went to an island called Aegina, and I guess they're very known for pistachios, and so they had like pistachio spread and like all these different things, and I actually tasted it and it was really good. But before that, I actually had never really been exposed to pistachios, so not until like maybe 2 months ago.
I hope the story of this desert plant can be effective so the President Cleveland and Ambassador Washington don't cross us.
Mr. President, your unexpected visit honors us.
No, I'm not the president anymore. No.
You are joking.
No, I'm serious. Mr. Benjamin Harrison is the new president. I've lost elections. I haven't been the president for the last 4 months. Why? Don't you read the newspapers? I'll go back to my ranch and become a farmer. The reason I ask you to give me some pistachio nuts is that maybe I can make and grow in America too.
Winter has come, and the trees have fallen into a deep sleep. Animals continue to fulfill their duty. And the sky, still without rain, whips its coldness on the bare limbs of the trees. This means a dry winter due to global warming.